Okay, Rod, 2-0 defeat today, but that could have all been different had a race goal gone off the crossbar.
I witnessed the game here today, which really probably boils down to a howler of a penalty made by the referee. I don't think we can forget that. And then how that stayed out from Ratey, I never know. It must have literally bounced off the bar and down on the line, or must have been a foot off or whatever. And we still haven't managed to nod it over and just put a body on it just to roll it over the line. I felt that the players gave us everything here today. You know, they've been on the back foot from what was just a standard full-back coming together with a wide player. None of their players appealed for it, nobody appealed for it. It was a shock in the ground. That, you know, I'm not even sure it was a corner. And yet then all of a sudden he's pointing to the spot. Well, you've only got to look at the player's reaction. I think I had every player around that referee basically saying, what are you doing? He's overruled it, he's given it, they've scored from it. What could that have done to us? That could have made us sort of probably sit deep and, you know, I don't know, it could have affected us in many ways, but I don't think it did. I still felt after that, 10-15 minutes after that, we got going again. And, you know, I felt in the second half, in the first half, we were decent. You know, we had 2 or 3 chances. It felt kindly enough to us today. We could have been in at 1-1 at half time. That eradicates the howler. Second half, we've just penned them in. Just literally have penned them in. That's my opinion. We've just kept going. We've had to change shape after shape, personnel. And everything we've done today, I just felt we looked like we was going to get the equaliser. It was a matter of time. And I'm not worried about the second goal. It's 94th minute. You know, we've done everything we can. But I say to the referee, I don't know what the card count is here today, but it's probably 6-0. You know, did one of their players get booked?
No, Cundy got booked, yes.
Did he get booked? And how many of us got booked? 6?
4 or 5.
4 or 5? I don't see it, you know. But listen, as I said to my players in there, they've done well. I'm not going to go in there and roast them, and I'm not going to go in there and say it when we reported. I just don't think we was. I think genuinely the boys have turned up and had a right go, but it's about getting a little bit of the rub of the green. It's about, obviously, both boxes. And, you know, they've been given a massive advantage from 12 yards in the first 5 or 6 minutes. They're game changers. But fortunately for us, my players, to be fair to them, they kept going. They kept going and going. And they were so backed in and so deep, they couldn't get out. It's a bit similar to maybe us at periods of the first half. But they was in there for 40-odd minutes. What can we do? If the ball don't go in, I honestly believe if we score at that time, I think we could go on and get the winner. I really do.
Do you think maybe that the lack of attacking options on the bench might have affected us today? We didn't have Reece Murphy, obviously. Joe Silver's injured as well. Chidozie as well. Do you think that might have had an effect?
Listen, you can't go out and win football games without any centre forwards. That's why they probably get paid the most money, and that's why you need them to win your games. However, that there today, listen, yes, of course we'd want Reece Murphy. Of course we'd probably want Toby. Of course we'd want Jordan, all available. But they're not. So as far as I'm concerned, we have to go with what we've got. That ain't what that miss today with Ratey ain't a centre forwards miss. It's just don't matter if you're a left back, whether you're a centre half or a goalkeeper in that position, you've got to put the ball in there. And we never done it. And I think that would have been a good game changer with 15 to go. I think then pretty much it's now squeaky bum time for them, and our confidence is us. We know that we're not going to get beat. We were at 1-1. And it's a different game again. But unfortunately, they held out. But yeah, overall, I think you've witnessed it. I've witnessed it. I thought the boys have had a right go here. I mean, that's a defeat that is hard to take, but a performance that I was pleased with. You know, other than us, especially when they just say, you know, we had 2 forwards who played against Western last week. No, both of them not available for injury. But you know, same again. It's disappointing, tough place to come. Good luck to Bath. I don't have a problem. I think it's the first time I've lost here. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's a very tough place to come. The Hill's a big factor. They had the advantage in the first half and we had the advantage in the second half. But if any man watches game of football here today turned around and said that was a 2-0 win, well, they obviously don't know what they're watching, because to me that was never a 2-0 defeat for us. Unfortunately it is, but if you're on performance-wise, possession-wise, probably entries into the box and things like that, I thought we were the better side. But, you know, good luck to them. Obviously they got the luck with a penalty and, you know, we have to move on.
Finally, with this defeat now, do you think this will change any of your preparations for Billericay on Boxing Day?
Well, obviously we hope to sort of get another forward in. I've got a forward probably coming in on Monday, which has already been agreed with a League One team. So hopefully that gets over the line. So obviously that'll bring a bit of firepower back into us, and the others will have to, you know, we have to see where they are. We're waiting on 2 scans, one for Toby and we're waiting on one for Reece Murphy. Let's just go back to the Reece Murphy one at Weston. For those who were there, their player that should have been a GBH charge. 3 minutes to go, 3-0 up. A minute to go, sorry. 93rd minute, and he smashed him to the ground, and now he's been out, ain't been able to put his arm up for the last 10 days, 2 weeks. You know, and then you watch things out there today, and you know, it's just, the game's getting really tough. As I say, I think it's very, very tough, and I don't want to blame officials and bits and pieces, but you know, that first one today, that's he didn't have to give that. They weren't appealing for it. I'd have to watch it, but to me, if you're going to give penalties for that, well, you're going to go and give 15, 20 a game, because that was just box standard defending, and if he'd have given a corner, I thought it would have been ours, but to point to the spot in the position where it was, right on the edge of the corner of the box, on the byline, why do that? Yeah, but listen, they're bigger than the game, unfortunately. You know, it's all about them, and we have to just accept that if they have a bad day, we have to take the result with it. And I don't pull no punches. That's how football is now. And I think if you speak to any managers at any level, I really do believe that that's how they see it. The referee and officials, don't matter how much you play well and the chances you create, they can still dictate the result. And I think you've seen that a bit here today.